Namaskaram. I'm Dr. Nisha Jacob from Career Guidance and Adolescent Counseling Cell, Alapura. Today, we are discussing a topic that is as uncomfortable as it's essential. We often talk to our students about career success and networking, but there is a dark side for global power that we cannot ignore. The recent release of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein case has sent shockwaves across the globe. It's not just a story about one man. It's a story about a model of bonding between the powerful, the wealthy, and the influential, and how that web extends all the way from Washington to Delhi. Our author for today's article is Srimati Brinda Karat, who is a senior leader of the CPIM and a prominent voice in Indian politics. Known for her fierce advocacy for women's rights and social justice, Srimati Karat does not just look at the headlines, she looks at the structural root beneath them. In her latest analysis, she argues that Epstein files open a window into the ethically bankrupt operations of modern capitalism, where criminality is often treated as an entitlement by those at the top. Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted sex offender, but he used his wealth to build a global network that included presidents, bankers, and royalty. Srimati Karat, she highlights several chilling points. Sexual exploitation as bonding. Participation in these spaces created a mutual dependency, a glue of secrecy and complexity. The abuse of women and children was used as a building block for financial and political networks. Despite early complaints in 2005, a sweetheart non prosecution deal in 2008 allowed Epstein to continue his activities with impunity for years. Survivors have stated that the US government, under various administrations, helped to protect these powerful identities. Now, why is this an intense story? Srimati Karat points out two significant names surface in the mails. Anil Ambani. Correspondence suggests that industrialists sought Epstein's help to arrange meetings with senior United States political figures ahead of prime ministerial visit. The language used reflects a disturbing familiarity. Hardeep Puri, currently a union minister, his name appeared in mails dating from 2014. While the government has dismissed these as trashy ruminations of a criminal, Srimati Karat, she argues that the lack of a formal inquiry raises serious governance questions. The article criticizes the defense used by the government, which trivialized Epstein's crimes as merely soliciting a prostitute, ignoring the reality of sex trafficking and underage victims. As we conclude, we want to remind you is that this is not just a celebrity gossip. It's about accountability. When the powerful can bypass the law through bonding, it weakens the justice system for everyone. The story is a lesson for future leaders in ethics versus ambition. Success should never be built on the exploitation of others. Be careful of the networks you aspire to join. Integrity is your only true protection. This also highlights the need for ethical governance. Whether you are in business or civil service, ignoring warning signals for the sake of political or financial gain makes one an abettor of crimes. Srimati Vidya, she concludes that India cannot ignore these implications. Parliament may not have been allowed to discuss these files, but the people of India must. We must demand a standard of leadership that refuses to normalize rape cultures or impunity. I'm Dr. Nisha Jacob from Kerry Gardens and the Adolescent Counseling Cell, Alapura. Let's build a future where our careers are defined by our character, not our connections to the corrupt.